accent. Hold on, I gotta answer the phone real quick. Hello? Somebody there?
Hello, I think Niko is here. I'm not sure though.
Hey, Nico. Trace here. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, man.
Congratulations today on a victory. You come into this, you 16-11 Navi twice over. Were you expecting a little bit more resistance out of the Navi side?
Well, I was expecting a closer game. I was expecting like 3 maps versus them, especially because like we are not really, like we didn't perform the way we wanted the last couple of days, but today we actually showed up, and I think that's the result why we went into 2-0. And obviously Navi did not perform up to their level. So yeah, it's just I'm happy that we finally started playing good again, because we had a really bad game against Big, and this means a lot for the getting revenge tomorrow.
So before my esteemed analyst crew jump in here, and while we watch some of your highlights, which I'm sure you can enjoy yourself, I want to ask you, as sort of a guy that's found himself steering the ship over there, do you think that your personal gameplay takes an impact when you switch and transition to an IGL sort of role? Do you feel like you have to put more hands on and micromanaging?
Yeah, that's what every IGL is doing. I mean, that's the problem we had before. We don't have that much like now, because we found the structure, the way we want to play. So now it's way easier for me to call. Like, I know what everyone is doing. Everyone knows what they're doing in the default. So I don't have to like pinpoint everything and just like say like what everyone should do. So it's way easier now to play for me and call in the same time. So that's why you don't see me too often underperforming.
Niko, it wasn't your best game today, without it being bad by any means, but 2 players who performed at a very high level was Bymas and Brokey. Try to put a few words on what they're doing so well for you guys already now.
Yeah, Bymas really stepped up a lot. I think like this game is gonna mean the world to him. Like, he really needed a game where he's gonna play like really good and he's gonna show his potential, because he was really shaky due to his not bad performances, but just like not the performance he expected from himself, right? And when you go like in such a big team and such a big event and you don't perform the way you want, like you lose the confidence. And I'm really glad that he stepped up today massively, and he's the big reason why we closed out Mirage, and obviously Brock is the big reason why we won on Dust 2 as well. And it's just, for me, I'm really impressed the way like Bymas approached the team, like how much he's working just to like get used to all the roles, all of head. He's watching demos all the time. He's doing everything he can to learn as fast as possible, and we are not pressuring him like in any way. We just let him do whatever he wants. And yeah, I'm just happy that he played amazing today. And then Brock, we are already kind of used to him. He started playing good way back before, so yeah.
Just jumping back to that Dust 2, I want to talk about the B rushes that you did on the T side, because it felt like you were a little bit out of solution, and suddenly, like magic, you destroyed them on Bs. Can you explain to us a little bit the idea behind? Did someone spot a weakness or something? Yeah,
the only reason why I called Beers is because they stacked with 3 guys B last round. I was like, there's no way they're gonna stack again, and I was like, I thought they were gonna go into 4A, because usually like when you stop a team on one side, you try to stack another one. So that's the reason why I called the Beers, and that's why we called the B Expo right after, because we knew they were not gonna be there more than 2 guys. And the next time we exploded B, Flame was alone on B top. So that's why we won those 2 rounds. I mean, it was not just like, oh yeah, we have a spawn for B rush, let's just B rush, but it's because they stopped us the round before, so that's why I called the B rush.
Nice.
So I'm looking at the big picture of things here, and it was Nexa actually. You have some friends over in G2, right?
Yeah, I think I have some cousin there, but I'm not sure though.
Yeah, it's something like that. Anyway, G2 said they want to meet Navi in the finals to determine who's the world #1. Well, guess what? That can't really happen anymore, can it?
That can't happen.
What do you think the odds are? And I'm not saying that this is going to happen. What do you think the odds are that we see the cousin versus cousin?
That's the thing. Like, we need revenge over Big, then we need revenge over G2, because we lost to them in the road to Rio. So we really like want to beat those 2 teams, especially Big, because we lost so badly to them, and I feel like the result is never going to happen again. So, but G2, obviously they look great. Like, they really look good. They're even like in the bootcamp. They're like the only team that's like actually went to a bootcamp, I think, together with Fnatic. So it's really impressive that they managed to travel, that they like group up still, and they want to practice together. So yeah, they found themselves. Hunter and X are playing really good together with Kenny, and they just like, I feel like their roles fit perfectly together in that team, and that's why they're playing so good.
So, Niko, I'll leave you with this one last question, man. And it's kind of like, I wouldn't say insider information, but I'm definitely curious as to who's winning scrims. Often we talk about who's winning matches and not who's winning all the scrims, because they're not always the same thing, not always the same teams.
Like between us and G2 or in general?
But let's say the teams that you play as FaZe and scrimmage against and practice against, who are the ones that are like, oh my God, these guys are nuts?
Honestly, like, I don't know. Like, we are winning a lot of scrims.
Okay.
But
So you're that team.
So you are those guys. Yeah, that
we
makes
are
sense.
the practice heroes. No, but I'm not sure though. I can't like take out one team and say like they are really good on practice right now, because like now like everything is online, so there's not a big difference. I don't know. It's Bad Lions surprised me a lot on practice. For example, they play like very explosive and very fast and versatile. And in practice, like it's even worse, right? You never know what to expect out of them. So yeah,
push every smoke, always running straight through everything.
Insane. Boobski's insane what he is doing. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, cool, man. I appreciate the insight right there. That was just, I was personally curious because it's always something